Hello everyone, this is Vincenzo Belpiede, and we're gonna take a look today at how Salesforza can help you keep track of the various jobs that you might wanna apply for. So I was just talking to a friend who's looking for a new position, and I told him, look, I think you should try to use Salesforza to track the jobs that you're applying to. So, because you could start applying, but you're not tracking like what's going on. And so this is what I would do, right? We have this Chrome extension, which is called Salesforza CRM Sync Chrome to Google Sheets. In this case, you're basically syncing like specific URLs to a Google Sheets. Let's see together how it's gonna work. So you can create, for instance, a new Google Sheets called jobs. Okay, let's call it SaaS jobs. So I'm just like taking a look at this. I've personally taking a look at different SaaS jobs to also see what the industry does and what's going on. So now the Google Sheet has been created with SaaS jobs, and this should be the one that is selected. Perfect. So now let's say I can open this in a new tab, and then I can add this job here, right? And I can also add a new column where I can say hiring manager. For instance, this is like an important piece of info, right? And so I call this hiring manager Laura Shana, which is always actually, it's probably always better to be like, action on hiring manager, right? So in this case, you would, if you were interested in this, you would probably like add this LinkedIn. This might be better. Add the LinkedIn of this person here. Right, so you add the LinkedIn of this person, and then you say like, okay, connection sent, right? You could also have like text of the connection, so that then you can keep track of everything. How does this look? This is basically going to be added all to a Google Sheets, and you can of course like keep it all in sync, and whatever you change in here, it's going to change in the Chrome extension, right? So if, for instance, if I move the comment part here, right, it's also, this is going to change also in here. And if I add like, just this was a test, you will see how now the comment part is at the bottom and the word test is here. It is of course also a good way for you to share with your friends, for instance, say like, hey, do you know anyone here this job, right? Or like, this first couple of jobs I've got like, let's say connections, right? And so you could say like, let's assume that I'm a connection for this. And so then it could be easier for you to share this Google Sheet and show the work, track and show the work, what you're doing. And of course, the other really good thing is that with the timestamp, you can see how you're progressing on your job search. So this is a great use case because, I do have often friends and so on who might want to get into tech, and they ask me like, how do I do this? So let's see with somebody else, with another product. Once again, I usually typically like to open a new tab just by clicking the command button. Now you add the row, and then you could add the hiring manager or whatever else, and yeah, that's it, right? So, and of course you see, for instance, I have two mutual connections here to this guy. So I would, for instance, go and, if these two connections are strong connections for me, I would go and ask them, do you know this guy well, right? So this is how I would go about applying for jobs. And now, as you can see, everything is here. If, for instance, you're here and you say like, you know what, tell me the location, you will now see that this is now added as a new field, right? And so I can say location is, looks like Belgium. And whatever I add in here will be added there. So again, track. So what are the things that this is good for, right? This is good for tracking progress. It's good for sharing jobs you apply to with friends who can help, and it's good. I think it's good for motivation, right? Because of this tracking progress, right? This is really what this is good for. And then to add relevant data to jobs. I would say this is enough. I hope you guys see the value with this, with how Salesforza CRM Sync Chrome to Google Sheet can help you track jobs, right? And then actually with Salesforza, what we got as well is a Chrome extension that once you get the emails, there you go, let's go to the next stage, right? So let's say that once you have gotten emails, right, of these hiring managers, or even better, you could actually reach out to your own network, which is actually something you want to build. We have a Chrome extension that is dedicated to your Gmail. And so you can create personalized mail merges. So for instance, you could email your own network. This is actually a feature we're thinking of building, of automatically adding all your contacts to a Google Sheets and then starting to send them personalized message like, hi Vince, hi Frank, hi John, whatever. I'm looking for a position here and there. And you could, again, with the Google Sheet, you could personalize some more of the text. So that's something else we can see in another video. Yeah, that would be more about like, how, or should we do it right now? What do you guys think? I wish we were live. We could do it right away, so that we go right above the 10 minutes and we show you first, we showed you with one Chrome extension, you actually track the kind of like, job applications. And then with the Gmail one that I'm about to load, you then go in here to, let's take a look at this, right? So I could, okay, yeah, let's, for instance, from here, create like, let's call it friends, ask friends for job intros, right? So the use case is that you should reach out to your network, let them know that you're open for new positions, right? And so for instance, let me see if there is anyone here. Let's assume that this guy is a friend of mine and that I can add him here on the list of people that I want to reach out to, right? So in this case right now, you would have to go through your inbox and add people this way, or you could also just add emails. The only thing you need to do here is to add some more checkboxes, right? As if you add emails manually. So if I add like info@salesforza.com, this is gonna work, but you just need to add a checkbox manually. And then let's just say that these are the only 2 friends we got, right? And maybe let me actually, I wanna try to add someone else where, whatever. Let's just leave it like that. That guy is gonna get a strange email from me, I guess. Maybe I'll send a different kind of email. So okay, now we selected, right, the people. Let's assume that you selected tens or hundreds of friends. You can now start a mail merge, and you can add a variable. So you can say in the variable, you can say hi, name. Okay. Actually, this is the second time I catch this bug. Hopefully I'll show it to our tech team so we'll solve it. Actually there you go. Hi, name. And of course you gotta make sure that in here you do have the name. So in this case it's gonna be Salesforza. And maybe here you can also remove the last name. So it's gonna be hi, name. Is there any way we could partner up? Or in your case, I'm looking for a job. Do you have any leads for me? This is my LinkedIn profile. Do you have any connections for me, right? And so here you will get the preview. I might not end up sending this email. Maybe I will, just to show you that everything works out well. And I do the preview, and you will see how it will be like, hi, Adam. Hi, Salesforza. Is there any way we could partner up? I'm actually okay to send this email. It's general enough. Maybe I'll just add my name. If you make any changes, you gotta hit the preview again, okay? And you can send it now, or in 10 minutes, 2 hours, 24 hours, or a specific date in the future, or you can batch. What's batching, right? Imagine that you downloaded all of your contacts from your Google Contacts. Maybe I can actually show you how to get that done. If you do that, then you might have thousands of contacts, and so you don't want to email them all at once. So you want to say like email only like 50 people every hour, right? Or maybe less, and only during weekdays. And so you can create this type of automation. We also have a very first version of a ChatGPT button, so that you could improve this email. And we plan to make more and better improvements here, but this is the first version. So now if I go out and send, you will see how, as this thing is getting ready to send the emails, we should have the email sent straight from your Gmail, Google inbox, right? And so it's like, hi, Salesforza is there, and we would partner up, and then I assume the other guys, that Adam, hi, Adam, there you go. So emails were sent from your Gmail in a personalized way. And so in this video, we showed you how you can track the jobs you apply to with Salesforza CRM Sync to Chrome and the Chrome tabs. And then you can email people with Salesforza for Gmail, with all the mail merge and the CRM always on Google Sheets. We just love Google Sheets. It's so easy to work with Google Sheets. You don't have to import or export different CSV files, and you're always ready to share some of these Google Sheets with some of the people that can help you in your life. In this case, even to get jobs, right? The main use case is really for us is sales, but when you're getting a job, you really like trying to sell yourself. And so you really should see it as like a sales effort, and as a pipeline, and as an outreach, and as asking for help. And I'm really glad that my friend asked me for help, because I'm very, very happy that he inspired me to make this video that hopefully will be useful for a lot of other people out there that are looking for jobs. Because I personally, side note, I started my first company after I worked for 7 years at Nokia Microsoft. I felt like I had enough experience, contacts, and money on the side to start off. Otherwise, it's super hard, right? The whole thing that we're all little zucks who drop out of Harvard and create Facebook. It's just not the norm. That's a very unique outlier. Most people start companies later on once they have enough experience, contacts, and money on the side. So totally appreciate people who apply for jobs, look for jobs, and so on. Hopefully these two tools, by the way, they're completely free to use. There's only some limitations. And actually, we would also be happy to help job seekers with free upgrades, even for a long periods of time, so that you can find your job, and you can apply for it, and you can be happy with your family, and so on. So all the best wishes to all of my friends, and even people I don't know, who are applying for jobs, because it can be a little draining, but hopefully Salesforza can help you to stay on top of your game, to stay motivated, not to give up, and to check when was the last time that I actually added a job. When was the last time I asked someone for help? Because I was happy that this friend asked me for help. I was very happy. And I think the best people in your life, you'll realize, are those people who actually are happy to receive your call for help, happy to answer that, and the other person is also happy to receive it and happy to engage. And so now I will make sure that my friend will use these tools to make sure that I can be of help. And hopefully this was helpful. Good luck to everyone out there. Thank you so much for watching.